My name is Linry, and this is a review of MoonCat as a brand. MoonCat is 10-free, vegan, cruelty-free, and made in the USA. A little bit of history of MoonCat. I think everyone pretty much knows this now, but MoonCat used to be Live, Love, Polish. I have no past experience with Live, Love, Polish. I got into the nail polish community in October of last year, so they were already MoonCat by the time I had fully been exposed to this community. I currently own 14 MoonCat polishes, so I think I have a pretty good experience with their brand, and obviously I have shopped from them multiple times and I will do so again. But my first experience with MoonCat was not a positive one. It was pretty much a mixed bag. My first order from MoonCat comprised of Dragon Scales, Lava Lamp, Mercury's Tears, and Supervillain. My first MoonCat order was placed November 4th, 2022. It left the MoonCat warehouse on the 12th and it arrived at my doorstep on the 17th. Now this isn't the fastest turnaround I've ever experienced. I've actually had much faster from MoonCat since. I think I might have ordered while they were doing a collection, so it's totally to be expected for that long of a turnaround. It's pretty on par with, let's say, HoloTaco and whatnot. They actually ship out of the same exact warehouse. It's happened a couple times on the HoloTaco subreddit where someone's posted they've accidentally received a MoonCat order instead, or one wild one, someone received HoloTaco polishes in a MoonCat box. Don't know how that happened, but I will say I was really impressed. The day before I got my package, I received an email from MoonCat saying, hey, some of our brushes are wonky, they were cut wrong, and this has been brought to our attention. If you receive a bad brush, please contact us, we'll send you a new one. I thought this was fantastic. I've actually never seen another brand address weird cut brushes this way. It's happened with HoloTaco, it's happened with Orly. I've yet to receive emails from either of those brands addressing those issues. It was really nice for MoonCat to be super transparent with their wonkily cut brushes. I don't believe I suffered any of those. I will say MoonCat brushes are pretty stiff. But let's start off with the MoonCat website. I don't particularly like the MoonCat website aesthetic. It's got this very MySpace vibe with a little sparkly thing following your cursor, and I'm just like, yes, I was also 14 at one time. But that's just an aesthetic thing. I don't personally like it. I'm sure a lot of other people fully enjoy that little weird sparkle thing. It's very distracting, and I find it's drawing my eye a lot of the attention, and I'm just kind of like, get off my screen. One thing I do enjoy about the MoonCat's website is that it has a graveyard. I really love it when brands do that. They're like, these are polishes we released. Maybe they didn't do so well, maybe they were limited edition, and now they've been put to rest. I really enjoy it when brands do that. That way you can see, hey, they've done something like this before. Maybe you can vote and request like, hey, I would really love to see this come back. It's just a really fun thing that I really appreciate and wish more brands would do. I understand why they don't though, because it could create a little bit of confusion. Maybe you don't realize you're shopping in the graveyard and you just want to purchase that polish and then you feel disappointed and confused. So I can understand why some brands don't. But I do appreciate that MoonCat does. MoonCat's polishes start at $13 and pretty much cap at $16 USD. This is very much a luxury brand, so I'm going to be looking at it through that lens, and I'm going to be hypercritical about little nitpicks, because at $16 a bottle, you expect high levels of quality, because at that price point you are paying for the bottle, the cap, you are paying for the experience of painting your nail. From the moment you open the cap to putting the lacquer on your nail, that's the entire experience, and it's supposed to be a very pleasurable one when you are paying $16 a bottle. So let's start with the packaging. Now, I thought MoonCat had a very nice presentation of its packaging. I enjoy this green, I enjoy the purple. I have since thrown away the insets that held the polish, so I'm so sorry for that. But it was a cardboard inset, which I thoroughly enjoy. Oh my god, when a brand can use a more environmentally friendly option to ship out their polish, that is just spectacular, and I appreciate that, and I love that so much. This is not an environmentally friendly hobby. We're putting small little pieces of plastic on our nails. So anything that a brand can do to help lower their impact on the environment is super appreciated. All MoonCat bottles come in a fun little box. I'm not sure how I feel about boxes. I know at some point it's just gonna become trash. I'll throw it away. I'm sure this is just more of a shipping thing. Yeah, the boxes do look nice, but also a box is far easier to ship than something that has, you know, handles and glass. Let's get into my disappointments. We're gonna start with the little ones, all right? Let's talk about my first issue with MoonCat as a brand. I really enjoy this bottle, this aesthetic. It's gorgeous, it's emo, it's goth, I love it. But my issue is this cap. This cap is hard to open. It is a shiny plastic and it's very angular. So when you're trying to open it, it actually hurts your hand, at least for me. Now, this issue comes in a lot and it's just, I have to constantly be rotating the cap to figure out which side of the brush is the flat end. Now, this is a minor inconvenience, but it is kind of annoying. Every time I'm having to pick it up, I'm having to put it back down, flip it around, flip it around, flip it around, flip it around. I fiddle with my MoonCats the most. This cap isn't really a positive experience to painting my nails. I think it looks beautiful on my shelf and that kind of offsets it. I do wonder about people who have arthritis or have a hard time gripping, if this is easier or harder for them to grip. I'm sure there's certain tools that they can use, like I've seen those little big grabby round things that you just put onto a cap. So I'm sure there's other tools like that that they might have to use, but I do wonder about that. Now let's get into Supervillain and Dragon Scales. I really love these polishes. They're beautiful. They are multi-chrome flakies. They look stunning on the nails. They are 4-coaters. That is an egregious sin in my eyes. No nail polish should be a 4-coater. These are. Now, it could just be user error. I could just be struggling with the cap, and these brushes are a bit stiff, so maybe I'm just struggling with that. Maybe it is a true 3-coater, but the last time I wore them, they were both 4-coaters. I didn't originally record me swatching these, so I'm going to be redoing my swatch videos for these. So if I can get it in 3 coats, I will edit it. I'll say down the line that they are now 3-coaters, but they are 4-coaters in my memory, and that is not a great thing. Let's get on to my other disappointment, Mercury's Tears. Mercury's Tears is gorgeous on the website. I'll post their website photo here, and then I'll post my photo. I cannot get my Mercury's Tears, no matter what lighting, sunlight, direct lighting. For some reason my nails look really good in my upstairs bathroom. I cannot get my Mercury's Tears to look like that. And that is a full-on disappointment. I had been warned previously, this is kind of known throughout the nail polish community, do not trust MoonCat's photos. And to be burned that bad is kind of egregious. Your swatch photos should be 100% accurate. The first time I ordered from HoloTaco, I got Rainbow Snow. And I remember seeing Christine's swatches of that. And I said, my nails will not look like that. They are touched, they are edited. This is to sell a product. So they're obviously gonna show it in the best lighting. I put Rainbow Snow on my nails. My nails looked like Christine's. I was floored. I couldn't believe it. HoloTaco got a lifelong supporter after that moment. So to see MoonCat, an equally well-supported and loved brand, just, I don't know, it's just so disappointing. I can't get my nails to look like theirs, and it's just so disappointing. I still think it's a pretty polish. I think its shimmer is beautiful. It's a blue shimmer. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you know blue shimmers are kind of a weakness for me, so it's easy to sell me on it, but I'm just disappointed I could never get my nails to look that pretty. And now we come to the most egregious polish in my collection. This one actually makes me mad. I've never been so passionate about a nail polish before. I've never been so upset and so burnt. I don't know if anyone else has this experience. Sometimes you make an order and then you just add a couple more polishes onto your order to get the free shipping threshold. I made this MoonCat order for Lava Lamp. The other polishes, I wanted them. I needed Lava Lamp. Words cannot describe how mad I was. The photos on the website are so egregiously altered. so mind-bogglingly altered. I couldn't believe it. I'm gonna post the photos, I see no nail line, I see nothing in those photographs. I see a fully opaque polish. This is a jelly that is not buildable whatsoever. I gave it 5 coats. 5! And I could not reach opacity with this. I thought, that is wild, that's insane, that's bizarre. What's happening here? So I went back onto the website. Again, I see a fully opaque photo on that nail model's hands. Fully opaque. I do not see nail line. And then I read the description of the nail polish. You know, this is my fault. I didn't read the description. But then I read the description. Not until the second paragraph does it mention it is a jelly polish. But then a few lines later, it says it's buildable to an opaque look. How many coats do I need to add? MoonCat? How many? What? 5 coats. 5. I've tried over a white base. I've tried over black. I can't get this thing opaque. And this was my dream polish. This turquoise, ugly green with these nice, beautiful flakies in it. I can't. I see full nail line. These photos are so egregiously disingenuous and misleading. I know I'm getting a little passionate and angry, but it's like, this is a $14 polish. I expect better. I deserve better because of how much I am paying. This polish is more than some people make an hour. And yet it was that misleading. And I bought this a year ago, and they have since then not edited their website. It is still this opaque picture. The description is still buried within 2 paragraphs. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be too negative. I'm just very heated about Lava Lamp and the fact that MoonCat has had this criticism for years now, and they still have not gone back to fix their photos, and people are like, oh, they're getting better. Be better. Be better. That's all I can fucking say. Like, stop trying to get better. Be better. That's fucking all there is to it. And the fact that I paid $14 and I feel scammed? I don't know what to say. My first experience with MoonCat was a fairly negative one overall. My first collection of MoonCats were 4 coaters, if not 5, and a shimmer that I could not get to look like the website. I was impressed by their packaging and their upfrontness about wonky brushes, but you know, the overall experience left a very negative taste in my mouth, and that can be actually seen through my purchase history of MoonCat, because I did not place another order until March 2023. Okay, so I took a little break because I got just a teeny bit too heated. It's nail polish. It's not that fucking deep. It's fine. My next order of MoonCat, I ordered March 10th, 2023. Now, that is a large gap between my first order and my second one because I was mad. I'm still mad. I was blown away by how fast this shipped because it was the 13th that it arrived on my doorstep. 3-day turnaround? I live in Florida, you know. HoloTaco and MoonCat ship out New Jersey. I totally expect a week turnaround to get my polishes from them. Island P, you know, they ship out of Vegas. I expect a week and a half. This is just how I've been accustomed to living in Florida. The delivery was super fast. I was blown away. So my second order from MoonCat included Demeter's Harvest, Apple of My Eye, and Mermaid Bait. It also included To Gaia and When Hell Freezes Over. This is the polish that I was super surprised about that 3-day turnover. This was a limited edition shade. And even though I swore to myself I'd never buy a MoonCat polish ever again without seeing a swatch and review of it, I took the risk. I was glad I did. I said previously, I'm a sucker for blue polishes, turquoise and all that. I'm just moving Lava Lamp away so it doesn't catch the corner of my eye. Past lessons learned, but not really. This polish is gorgeous. It's so pretty. I'm so happy I got it. words cannot express how pretty this nail polish is to me. I believe it's a 3-coater. I have to review my swatches. I'm going to be live swatching these again for this video. So I believe it's a 3-coater. Perfectly beautiful. Love that. I also got To Gaia. This beautiful light blue with a pink shimmer and some hollow sparkles going through it. This is again a 3-coater. I find that's fairly common with MoonCat polishes that they are 3-coaters, at least to me. I think it might be user error just because this fucking stupid cap. I like the cap aesthetically. It looks beautiful on my shelf, but using it is not a pleasant experience. Or maybe I'm just like clawing my way to just paint my nails. I've already raved enough about Mermaid Bait. I have my top favorite summer polishes. Mermaid Bait hit that. When I ordered Mercury's Tears, this is what I expected, to this level of glow and shine, because that's what the photos represented on the website. I could achieve what the swatchers for MoonCat achieved, and I'm super happy about that. This is a gorgeous, 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 gorgeous shade. I can't get enough of it. The next polish I got was Apple of My Eye. I believe this is a discontinued shade, which is unfortunate. Again, it's a 3-coater, which I'm a little upset about. I don't really think polishes in the $14 to $16 range should be 3-coaters, and that seems to be consistent with MoonCat. But Apple of My Eye is this gorgeous, gorgeous light lime green with this pink shimmer running through it. Stop. Stop. MoonCat makes these really interesting polishes with really interesting finishes, and I am here for it. The next one I got was the corn meme one. You know, I love corn. This Demeter's Harvest. This is stunning. It glows on the nails. It's this bright yellow with a green shimmer running through. Again, another 3-coater, I believe. It could be 2. I just remember it being a 3-coater. One of my best Reddit posts on the nail polish subreddit was actually these stupid corn faces. I don't know why they did so well. I don't know why people fucking love them. They are terrifying. I hate them. They look weird and dumb, and people are like, yes, give me more of those corn faces. This was the base for the corn faces, so sorry for that level of cursedness in your life, but enjoy. So obviously the second time ordering from MoonCat was much better than my first. Like, leaps and bounds so much better. I think MoonCat's fan base, with how visceral they are about these polishes and how much they love them and whatnot, just kind of convinced me to get back on this brand. And I just worry about some people also being in the same boat as me, as having a fairly negative first experience and never coming back, because that was my plan. I was never going to purchase from MoonCat again. You know, when you get burned that bad and you realize you were misled by the website, it leaves a very negative taste in your mouth, and the fact that the website still remains the same is very frustrating. And the fact that MoonCat's been told several times that, hey, your photos are misleading, and they've only improved their new ones instead of going back and fixing their old ones. I understand it's time and money, but it leaves a very negative taste in my mouth, and I might not have ordered a second time and a third time from MoonCat. My third time ordering from MoonCat, I got Flight of the Monarchs, Stumped, Velociraptor, Triceratops, and Millennia. I'm gonna start with Millennia. I feel like Millennia was a pretty polish. I don't think it was as pretty as the websites, just because I think this was more user error. I don't think I'm very good with magnetic polishes. It's a pretty polish, but I bought this more on a whim. I wanted to try their magnetic. I heard their magnetic formula was really good. I thought it was pretty, but I don't know. I just wasn't in love with this polish, and I haven't worn it again since, so. Now I want to do a small rant about matte finished polishes, because I don't understand them. They confuse me. I understand maybe if you don't understand that top coating your polish, then matte top coating it is far better for your manicure to make it last longer. But as someone who's spending $16 on a bottle of nail polish, I kind of understand that you need a top coat, matte coat. So this kind of I don't understand why it's matte because you're going to top coat it anyway, then matte it. So it just left me a little confused in the sense of, I don't get why, but that's my only confusion. It's not like I think it's a totally negative thing, but it's just like a why? ¿Por qué? Maybe not everyone wears a top coat. That's why you're getting your sheet pressed into your nails, is because you're not wearing a quick dry top coat. I think Velociraptor is my favorite. It is a green polish. I have a pretty good weakness for green polishes. It has these reflective glitters in them, pinky, purple, flaky in it. There's a lot going on in this bottle, and I appreciate it. The other is Triceratops, and this one just suckered me in. Again, blue-green flakies in it. Shocker, I'm addicted. I'm in love. I just want it on my nails. But I don't think it's as pretty on the nails as Velociraptor. Let's talk about my favorite MoonCat polish. It is Flight of the Monarchs. This polish is absolutely stunning. Being from Maine, we'd have milkweeds just growing out in our yard, and I remember distinctly being in school. Our school is surrounded by a field of just milkweeds. We just have this forest of monarch butterflies surrounding our school. We actually raised monarch caterpillars and crystallized them and then released them during the season, and that was just such a positive experience, and it's just kind of inseared into my brain. And this is a perfectly named polish. It is gorgeous, and it reminds me of the backs of their wings. It just brings back a lot of good memories, and I love when a polish just kind of takes you back somewhere. It is so beautiful with this golden shimmer running through, and it just hits different in the sun. It hits different in the sun. Now, this is actually a MoonCat polish I have yet to try. I will have tried it by the time this video is finished because I'm going to swatch it for this video, but I bought this nail polish on the recommendation of Kelly, Marissa, and someone else. I saw a few people review this collection, and I was like, well, Stumped is just crushed leaves on a dirt floor. Sign me up. It's gorgeous. You know what? Actually, I'll just edit myself doing this. Stumped is a 3-coater. But Stumped has these gorgeous golden flakies running through it with these greeny turquoisey ones. It's so pretty in the bottle. I can't wait to put it on my nails. It'll probably just stay under here. It was 10 out of 10 experience. I loved it forever. So, my closing thoughts on MoonCat as a brand. I think MoonCat is a lovely brand. I love their bottles. I love the way the caps look. Not so much feel. I feel like they need to go back and re-edit their photos or take new ones, because if you're still selling it, it needs to include accurate photos, and right now, it still does not include that. I think MoonCat's doing a fantastic job right now in their photos. They have slightly older hands, they have obviously people of color, and a mass variety of lighting and edited photos, and nail length, which I fully appreciate, which they should be doing as a brand, especially at this luxury price point. I expect it, and now I'm getting it. But I do think that they need to go back and edit it. Their website, I like their website. Don't like the little but I do enjoy the graveyard. I love their packaging. The way it came to me, beautiful. Please don't change it. I guess these kind of review videos tend to have like a scale out of 10, which just doesn't mean anything. Let's say I'll give MoonCat a solid 7 polishes out of, what's an edgy number, 13? Those numbers mean absolutely nothing. I'd say MoonCat is a solid brand that you could purchase from and feel pretty good about. I've heard their customer service is really, really good. When you are paying $14 to $16 per bottle, you are paying also for the customer service and the custom bottles. So I really appreciate that they have a good customer service and they are very transparent about things that might have gone awry in their process. Also, MoonCat seems to do a lot of giveaways on Instagram and their TikTok, which I kind of enjoy. I like it when brands do little giveaways. I know it's just a way to freely promote their products, but it just kind of feels nice if you're like, oh, there's a chance I could get a full MoonCat collection? Hell yeah, let's go. But yeah, those are my thoughts and a lot of feelings on MoonCat. What were your thoughts and feelings on MoonCat? Have you tried them or have you not? I hope you enjoyed my video.